Cancer. Cancer sun, moon, and ascendant for April 2026. And if you're a Cancer, did you know you're the flicker? And flicker is a woodpecker. Woodpecker's a communicator. You know how they're tapping on the trees to find the bugs? That tap, tap, tap is considered like a Morse code. And so they're the communicators. And if they don't have someone who's listening or who is trustworthy or someone they can unload with, you know, to get it off their chest, they'll swell up with it all and have many, many tears instead. And so communication is very important for the flicker. And, you know, I think they spend a lot of time alone when really they need to be in small groups. It's really important for the flicker to have lots of fresh air, lots of outdoor time, time on its own to sort through its stuff. But of course, nesting is very important. So staying at home and with people that you love, or you have an animal and that's your people. Lots of touch, lots of love, lots of sharing. Communicate with your animal, you know. All right. So that was Cancer as a flicker in the native tradition. Alrighty. So now we're going to look at the whole month and see what Cancer sun, moon, and ascendant are up to. So Cancer, I am being told another one who might be dealing with someone who's either smoking too much pot or drinking a little bit too much. Is this someone you're attracted to, or is this you? I wonder. If it is you, you need to look at not using anything to stimulate you out of thinking life through. You know, I know life has a lot of pressures, and I know that it can make you feel very overwhelmed, and sometimes having a drink or two is going to take the edge off it. I'm not saying you should never do it, but maybe if you find yourself maybe taking that on a little bit too much, if you find yourself being consistently under so much pressure that you want to smoke more pot or drink more or whatever, maybe you should look at it. So I'm being told to tell you instead of that, use meditation. Take time out, meditate, sit by a tree, sit with your back against a tree, that kind of thing. Be more in nature, be more in that vibration. I think it'll be better for you. And if it's somebody around you, maybe you can direct them to take more time in doing something like that, okay? I think it's going to give you a lot more strength, because it looks like you get the strength, and then all the stress comes, and then you're just overwhelmed. Then you take the time out, and either you're drinking or toking or whatever it is, or being with people who are doing that, and then that just drains you, and then you got to restart again. You got to regroup. So I want Cancer to take less time around energy that could bring them all the way down. This is a Tower card, and that's why I'm telling you, need to be careful, because that energy, if you give into it, it's going to hurt. It's going to hit you. It's going to bring you down, and then you got to start over to get your strength again. So I'm seeing this cycle that might be a little bit of a self-saboteur idea. All right, so I want you to be more careful. As far as money goes, this could be the biggest problem. Maybe there just isn't enough. Maybe you're doing your best, you're working your hardest, and you still don't have the bucks you need. That's possible. I do see that energy here. All I can say is just keep working towards your goal, and eventually come. Now, maybe you can't tell everybody what you're thinking. Maybe you need to be more selective about how much information you're putting out. And if that's true, then, you know, it could be because, you know, sometimes I notice this about myself. If I have this great idea and I tell too many people, eventually it just won't happen. It's almost like I cursed it or jinxed it in some way. So maybe that's what's happened a little bit, and I want you to be more careful with that. So don't jinx things by telling everything. It's sort of like, don't ever tell your wish when you've blown out a candle, right? Don't tell your wish. Same kind of thing. I just want you to be a little bit more careful with keeping that energy under your belt, okay? Your health, I do see some stresses, some strains, some brain loss, maybe some fog, arguments, not really arguments, but just constant barrage of lack of support, maybe that. or you're not getting the support that you need, not being as happy as you want. Maybe there's something to do with a home or people in the home or lack of people in the home. But what I see is your home energy is not right. So you really just stay focused on that and fixing that, and it will come. It looks like April could bring about more of what it is you're looking for as far as space that you want to live in. I think the possibilities are grand, and I want you to stay positive, okay? Stay positive and keep working through it, sweetie, because whatever's going on there, Cancer, I can see the stress and strain it's caused you, and it's been a long time coming that you get something positive in your life. So we're putting that good energy out there for Cancer. Your headaches are not gone. I'm sorry, they're not. Work on the home environment. That's what April's going to be about. And as far as lovers, if you attract anyone, if you're single and you're attracting anyone this month, they're not going to be the best for you. So I'm suggesting that you avoid relationship for April if you're single. If you're in a relationship already, I do see a decent person here. But they could be going through something that's struggling. That's a struggle. I see an earth sign. Either they're going through some difficulty or their health is going through some sort of difficulty, something like that. So you may be brought down a little bit because your partner is having some problems. So I guess this will be, a month for you to put as much energy and love into others as you put into yourself. It's sort of a back and forth, but don't put too much energy into stimulants. That's the thing I want you to stay away from, stimulants. Okay, so health, I do see that stress energy needs to be taken care of. So I think communicating is going to be the key for you. Communicating and picking away at the things that you need in your life. Okay, Cancer? I hope that's helpful to you.